Welcome to One of Those, the show that explores the art of sneaker culture. I'm your host, Adam Butler. This is episode 5, and I'm so happy to be here. Now, before we get started, let's talk about how the show is powered. It's powered by the OMFnetwork. That's right, the On My Feet app, the only social network that's for sneakerheads, by sneakerheads. All right, I'm on there. You need to go ahead and download it. iOS, Android, wherever you can get an app, you can download it there. What you waiting for? Go do it. All right, let's talk about this week's Heat Check. And ladies and gentlemen, I've got a classic for you. Can we talk about the Bordeaux Jordan 7 classic sneaker? Oh my God, I love this one right here. Just look at this sneaker. It's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that right there, man. That's just classic, just sneaker royalty right there, man. The Bordeaux Jordan 7, we all know about it. Put a little wear and tear on them things, man. Wear those sneakers outside because that's what they made for. This is this week's Heat Check. Let me know what you have on your feet in the comments below. Okay, so let's get to this week's featured guest. All right, now, doing it a little different this week. I wanted to share something with the OMF family, right? I have a YouTube channel called The Butler Did It. I do interviews on there, podcast stuff on that channel. Check it out. Over the summer, I had the opportunity to speak with JACQUES SLADE. If you're in the sneaker world, you know who he is, right? Now, here's the thing. The audio I did with him on my end was pretty messed up, so I wasn't able to put it out on my podcast channel. However, I cut it up. I cut the good parts out of it because there was a lot of information in there that I really wanted to share with you guys. And I'm glad I got an opportunity to share with the OMF family about sneaker culture, how it's grown, and how he sees it. So here's my interview with JACQUES SLADE. Hope you enjoy it. Check it out. Jock, what up? Welcome to the show, man. Let's start with this, bro. Sneaker culture is growing. You are a representative of that. You've interviewed all sorts of celebrities and done different things surrounding sneaker culture. Talk to me about how much it's growing in your opinion.
I think sneakers in general has just gotten larger. You have stuff like sneaker shopping with Joe LaPuma that's obviously really big and spreading the word about sneakers. You have like Sean Witherspoon and his shoe and how that kind of broke the culture in a way. You have the Air Mag, which was a big deal a few years ago, and how that has really impacted the culture. And then you have a younger generation that's doing a lot, that's reselling, that's buying and selling shoes. And that's not only exposing them to shoes, but it's also exposing their parents to shoes, because their parents are taking them to Sneaker Con and their parents are giving them money to buy these shoes, and they're watching their kid flip shoes and buy and resell shoes and have this sort of like this entrepreneurial spirit. So I think sneaker culture in general is getting bigger, and it's entering into the world of pop culture in general. And so I think I'm just a small part of that. I'm just one of the pieces in the puzzle that's helping to spread the word, just like the rest of us are. I think more people are starting to appreciate the art and the science behind sneakers. And you see that with like Kanye bringing like it to a more popular mainstream, Pharrell and Travis Scott and all these people that are really into this, and LeBron and all these people that are bringing sneakers into the public discourse and making it a bigger conversation piece, which naturally is going to spread out to the public. And then they're going to get involved and want to know more about it. And that's where people like you and I come in, because our friends, they see LeBron talking about this shoe, then they hit you up and be like, what was that shoe LeBron was talking about on his IG live? And then right. you have the information to help indoctrinate them into the sneaker world.
And now that we've seen that growth and we see where sneakers is headed, do you think that the bubble is getting ready to burst?
I don't think so. I think we think sneakers is a lot bigger than it actually is. So I don't think that the sneaker bubble is going to burst anytime soon. I think it has a long way to go. And if I have anything to do with it, I'll make sure that it continues to grow. I just think there's a lot of room, and I don't think it's as big as people think that it is.
That's right, because sneaker culture is a community, right? We want to welcome all, right?
Like, we got into sneakers at some point, and we had to start learning about sneakers, and we bought our first cool pair of sneakers and probably didn't know much about any other sneaker at that time. Only reason it's a bigger deal now is because we're all able to see that thing. Like, before, it would have just been like the people at your junior high school who saw you walk in with a pair of 270 Reacts, and then they're like, oh, he's so cool. Now the whole world knows that you got those 270 reacts because you posted them on Instagram or TikTok or Twitter or whatever. And so, you know, the larger community that has been into it for a long time, now they're seeing that, and, you know, they're getting salty and like, oh, we don't want all these people. But like that was you at some point. Like you can't knock that hustle.
All right, so you're one of the biggest in the game. You've got a large collection, man. People know you as the sneaker guy. When you're out in public, do people like ask you about sneakers, ask you weird things about sneakers, comment on your content or sneakers?
I don't try and talk a lot about sneakers. It's more of people know that I have something to do with sneakers, and so like they generally bring it up. I don't make it a point of conversation, but people will be like, "Oh, I didn't wear my cool shoes today," and I always respond to them like I don't care what you wear. Like, wear what you like. Like, don't rock something just because I'm here. Rock what you want to rock, and rock what you like. That's what's most important. I could come in here in a pair of Chuck Taylors, or I could wear some exclusive Jordan 3 that nobody has, but that's not. I wear what I want to wear, just like you should wear what you want to wear. And I think the questions are like, oh, how many pair of sneakers do you have? And like that's always a bit of a conversation. Right. But you know, you try to steer around that and help. I try to refocus the conversation on not being like, oh, I have this many pair of sneakers, but more being like, oh, what is the sneaker that you like? This is the sneaker that I like, and like, let's leave it at that.
Bro, thank you so much for joining me. Big shout out to JACQUES SLADE. Big shout out to you, the OMF family, and the What Are Those family. Remember, I need to know, and in fact, I got something for you coming up. I want to feature you on the Heat Check in the coming weeks. So I need you guys to let me know what you're rocking on feet and DM me your heat of the day. Take a video of your sneaker. Let me know what you're rocking. I want to feature it on the show. All right. Until next week, ladies and gentlemen, please be safe. Please be good. Please continue to be great. You guys are dope. Thank you so much for the support. I'm up out of here.